The Green Frogs, a Korean folktale retold by Yumi Heo. Long, long ago, when tigers still smoked pipes, two green frogs lived with their mother in a lotus pond. The green frogs loved their mother, but they never obeyed her and always did the opposite of what she told them to do. When spring arrived at the pond, the mother frog woke her sons. "Rise and shine, spring is here." They grumpily pulled the blankets over their heads and wiggled their toes. "I know how to get them up," Mother Frog thought. She went to the kitchen and cooked a pot of duckweed soup, her son's favorite. And sure enough, the green frogs smelled the delicious soup, and in 3 jumps, they were in the kitchen. "Please sit down and eat," she said. Instead, the green frogs giggled and hopped around with their spoons. "Well then, don't eat," the mother frog said, and right away, the green frogs squatted down and gobbled up their soup. It was a messy breakfast. Mother Frog handed each of her sons a wet cloth and a broom. "Now let's clean up," she said. But the green frogs tied the wet cloths around their heads and jumped up and down on the chairs, leaving footprints all over the kitchen. When Mother Frog finished cleaning up after her sons, she was tired. All she wanted to do was sit in the tall grass and read her book. The green frogs were hopping around chasing flies. "Please be quiet so I can read," she said. Right away, the green frogs began to croak loudly. "Golgay, golgay, golgay." "That's not the right way to croak," said Mother Frog. "We should have a croaking lesson." And she opened her mouth wide and croaked, "Gaggle, gaggle, gaggle." But when it was their turn, the green frogs again said it backwards. "Golgay, golgay, golgay," and Mother Frog sighed. Mother Frog picked up her book and hopped back to the house. "I won't say another word," she said. But she couldn't help calling out to her sons, "Don't get dirty." No sooner did the words leave her mouth than the green frogs jumped into the muddy end of the pond. They had a great mud fight. Mother Frog shook her head. So that is the way it went. Through many springs and summers, many falls and winters, whatever their mother said, the green frogs would do just the opposite. When Mother Frog was very old and sick, she knew she would soon die, and she wanted to be buried on the sunny side of the hill. So she told her sons, "Please bury me in the shade by the stream." Because they never do what she says. After the mother frog died, her sons were very sorry they had never listened to her, and they decided to obey her this last time. And the green frogs buried her by the stream. That night, it began to rain. It rained for many days and many nights, and the stream overflowed its banks, and the green frogs began to worry that their mother's grave would wash away. They went to the stream and cried, "Gaggle, gaggle, gaggle," and they begged the stream, "Please don't wash our mother's grave away. Please don't wash our mother's grave away." And ever since then, whenever it rains, green frogs sit by the streams and cry, "Gaggle, gaggle, gaggle." And in Korea, children who don't listen to their mother are called chungaeguri, or green frogs.